Howdy, Bluegubrious here. We're going to do a quick A/B test, an audio test of an experiment I'm doing. I have an Ignator Tweaker 15 watt all tube amp, and it has a sound I just love, but I don't have it really in my system right now because I don't have a lot of room in my studio office here, and my main setup has two little Joyo amps running through Celestion A-type speakers. But I used to have this Ignator going through a V-type speaker, a Celestion V-type. And so what I ended up doing was buying the impulse response for the Celestion V-type because they were on sale. I got a Black Friday deal. And so now what I'm doing is I built, I put together a load, a dummy load for this amp so that I could line into it from my system and use it in my interface as like outboard gear, like you would use a compressor or something else. So what I can do is record a DI into my DAW, into Pro Tools or whatever, and then send it out into the amp and come back through. So now I have an amp. But I want to use the actual sound of it, so I want a speaker. So to do the comparison, what we're going to do is I am playing through the amp into the speaker and recording into a microphone. And while recording the microphone, I also recorded a DI into the interface. So that means the audio you're going to hear will be the same performance in both A and B. And then once I was done, I took that DI and I routed it back through the amp again, like reamping it. But this time, instead of a speaker, it had a load on it, a dummy load. And then I put an impulse response on top of that of the same speaker. So the question will be, can you tell the difference? There is a slight difference. I know you'll hear the difference, but will you know whether A or B is the real speaker or the impulse response of the same speaker? So it should be a fun test. And I think in the end, the goal here is that I found out it's a totally usable sound. I don't have to get out my cabinet and mic it up. I can actually use this impulse response. So you tell me which one you think sounds more real. Comment below.